Top Media is back. Yes, we're back after a long break and we'll be bringing you the best top 5, 10, 15s and more on YouTube. For a second I thought you forgot about us. Well, you're not getting rid of me that easily. Anyways, thanks for all the subscribers who decided to stick around and enjoy. Oh, and don't forget to support us on Patreon if you like, which we finally got around to launching. A link is in the description. Check it out, it would be very much appreciated. A man in Boston found an unnamed painting at a garage sale which turned out to be an unknown work of the influential artist Martin Johnson Heade. River Scene sold at auction for an impressive $1,006. I like the little token 6 at the end. Why not? An unsuspecting woman in North Carolina bought a porcelain vase at a yard sale, which she took to auction 7 years later. The vase wasn't expected to bring in more than $2,000, but upon closer inspection, the vase wasn't a 20th century copy, it was a genuine piece from the Qianlong era of Chinese history, and the final selling price was $1,075,000. You'll note there I said vase and vase, just to keep everybody happy. A man at a thrift store in Indiana spent $30 on some old furniture and a painting he wanted to cover a hole in his wall. He put the painting up, but after playing an art-related board game, he became suspicious about the painting's origins. He took it to the Kennedy Galleries in Manhattan, where they identified it as another work of Martin Johnson Heade, now known as Magnolias on gold velvet cloth. The painting was purchased by the museum for $1.25 million. That's probably the best result anyone's ever had from playing a board game. A 17th century piece of Roman furniture was found outside the toilets of a pizzeria in Yorkshire, England. One of the store owners purchased it and sent the cabinet to auction after having it appraised, which sold for an absurd $1.6 million. This piece of fine china was purchased from a garage sale for a measly $3. The new owners later identified it as a forgotten relic from China's Song dynasty and subsequently put it up for auction. The bowl then sold for $2.2 million to a British art dealer. I've really got to start going to garage sales. A man purchased a faded oil painting from a flea market in Pennsylvania for $4, only to find a folded print of the Declaration of Independence beneath the frame. The document was identified as one of the first printings, of which there are said to be 23 left in the world. Only 23. The Declaration then sold at auction for $2.42 million. Always hide cool things in the backs of picture frames, guys. It just makes life more exciting. A painting thought to be created by a fan or follower of John Constable was sold for a few $1,000s. It later turned out that the canvas had been painted over, and it actually was an original work of the artist. The Cathedral Sketch sold for an impressive $5 million at auction. A 17th century Japanese lacquer box known as a manzarin chest was sought out by museums for decades. In 2013, it was finally discovered in the auction of a French engineer's estates, who'd been using it as a TV stand and as a bar for several decades. The golden chest finally sold for roughly $9.5 million. That's an expensive TV cabinet. A painting purchased by a man at an estate sale for $72 was thought to be a reproduction of a long-lost relic. It was later confirmed to be Leonardo da Vinci's depiction of Christ, known as Salvator Mundi, which sold for over $75 million in a private transaction in 2013. A brother and sister were cleaning out the house of their recently deceased parents in the UK when they discovered a dusty old vase that they suspected of being a hidden treasure. They took it to their look appraiser in Bainbridges, who claimed the vase would be worth around £800,000. At auction, however, the 18th century Qianlong-Dynasty vase sold for just under the equivalent of $85 million. My word. I mean, with $85 million, maybe their parents wouldn't have died. I mean, with that amount of money, surely you can live forever. Surely. Thanks for watching another Top Media video. Don't forget to hit that very important bell icon, the subscribe button, and to support us on Patreon. As they say, pennies make pounds, and your support would go a very long way for our channel.